16. Natural resources. In this chapter, we will learn about meaning of resources, renewable and non-renewable resources, renewable resources such as air, water, soil, plant, animals, solar energy, the brief description of all these, non-renewable resources such as coal, petroleum, mineral, and the brief description of non-renewable resources. You know, children, nature has given us water, air, soil, mineral, plants, animals, and so on. These all are the gifts of nature. These all God had given us. Already it is made. We did not make all these things soil, minerals, plants, animals. So that is natural, which is made by God. That is natural. So we use all these things water, air, soil to fulfill our daily needs. Like air, we use soil we use for cultivation, minerals, coal, petroleums we use for our daily work. Plants give us food, animals also give us milk and all that things. So these all natural resources, this way we are using to complete our daily needs. Now what is resources? Early human did not know how to use the gifts of nature. Firstly, we were not knowing, early humans in the beginning, they were not knowing that how to use the gifts of nature. They were living as it was. With it, time, they learned to convert these into useful things. Like, firstly, we were not knowing to fire. Afterwards, we learned it. Firstly, we were not knowing to make wheel. After human learnt it this way, now what happened, now we have converted these things to natural resources to useful things to satisfy our needs. So it was then that these gifts of nature became valuable, because now these gifts of nature has become more valuable. How? For example, wind is the gift of nature. You know that wind is God gifted, it is the gift of nature. When human learned to generate electricity, now with this wind we have learned to how to generate electricity, how we can make electricity from wind using windmills. These are the windmills. Okay, these windmills are used to generate electricity. Which electricity you are using at your home? Like now inverter is there, television, all these things are running with the electricity, no, due to electricity. So now we have learned to how to generate electricity by the wind. So all material available in our environment which satisfy our needs are called resources. So such type of all the materials which are in our environment, that are called resources which satisfy our needs. So in simple words we'll say that all the materials available in our environment means in our nature, which fulfill our needs are called resources. Now these resources are divided into two, that is natural resource and human made resources. Natural resources and these are human made resources. Natural resources mean resources which is gift of nature, like plants, animals, soil, minerals, water, air. All are natural resources. And human made resources like made by human, like gas, coal, petroleum, these industries all are made by humans. So these are human resources. So all things available in nature are called natural resources, such as land, air, water, and things made by human using natural resources are called human made resources. So these things which are made by human, we use these natural resources, to make human made resources, like building, roads, machines, electricity, all are human made resources. Now type of natural resources, these natural resources are also divided into two types: renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources are air, water, soil, plants, animals, solar energy. So some natural resources do not get exhausted. They can be renewed. These resources are called renewable resources. They are also called inexhaustible resources. They are air, water, soil, plant. As it is given in example, they are renewable resources. Air, all living things need air to live. Moving air called wind is used to generate electricity. Air is used to generate electricity in a wind farm using wind turbines. The Mupandal wind farm in Tamil Nadu is the largest in India. Okay, there is the one wind farm, that is Mupandal in Tamil Nadu, is largest in India. Now water. Water is needed for drinking, washing, cooking, growing crops, many other purposes. Electricity generated from water is called hydroelectricity. The electricity which generated by water is called hydroelectricity. In a dam, water is made to fall from a great height. The force of falling water is used to generate hydroelectricity. Remember that in dam, the what happened, water is made to fall from great height. Why? The force of falling water is used to generate hydroelectricity. Electricity which is generated by water is called hydroelectricity. Okay. Now soil. Soil is needed to grow plants. Fertile soil produce more crops. The different type of soil found in India are alluvial soil, black soil. They are the different type of soils. These are the name of soils. Alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, mountain soil and desert soils. So these are the different types of soils. Now plants. Plants give us food to eat and oxygen to breathe. Almost all animals depend upon plants for food. Trees prevent soil erosion and give shelter to many animals. This is why plants are called green gold. So plants are called what? Green gold. Now animals. Animals. Animals give us food such as milk, eggs, meat, hair of goats and sheep are used to make woolen clothes. Fish waste, bird dropping and other animals waste are used as fertilizer. So children, waste of the fish and birds dropping, other animals, it is used as fertilizer also. Fertilizer is the manure, kind of manure. Okay. Solar energy. The energy of the sun is called solar energy. Plants make food using this energy. Solar energy, energy by the sun. So plants make food using solar energy. It is also used to light streets, cook, heat, water and generate electricity. So these are the renewable resources of energy. Now non-renewable resources of energy like coal, petroleum, natural gas, minerals. Some natural resources such as fuels. Fuels, fuels are what? Coal, petroleum and natural gas. And metals, iron, copper, aluminum are available in limited quantity. These things are available in limited quantity. It is not much. Okay. Once we use up these resources, we cannot create any more of them. Once if you have used the coal, so you cannot create it again. Okay, you cannot create any more of them. Such resources are called non-renewable resources. They are called exhaustible resources. Let us read about them. Coal is an important source of power. It is used to cook, heat and to generate electricity. Coal is used to cook and generate electricity. It is also used to run steam engines and factories. Our country has large reserves of coal. These reserves are however limited. So these reserves are limited. Okay, it is not much in our countries. Now petroleum. Petroleum is known as black gold. What is known as black gold? Petroleum. And plants are green gold. Okay. So it is refined to produce petrol and diesel. These are used as fuel in cars, buses, scooters, ships and aeroplane. We fill as a fuel no petroleum in our vehicles. So the petroleum reservoirs are limited. They are also limited. Also they are not available in our country. This petroleum is we take from the other countries. Okay, natural gas is found along with petroleum in oil fields. Natural gas is also found along with the petroleum from the oil fields. It is used as a fuel in the form of compressed natural gas, that is called as CNG. Minerals, all rocks on the earth are made up of natural substance called minerals. A rock that contains a large amount of particular mineral is called the ore of that mineral. The ore are useful, thus they are dug out from under the surface of the earth. Ores are dug out under the surface of the earth. We take it out from the surface of the earth. The minerals are of two types: metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. These minerals are two types: metallic and non-metallic. Minerals from which we get metals are called metallic minerals, such as iron, copper, manganese, bauxite, and gold are some metallic minerals. The ore that we get from mines are melted in big factories to produce pure metals. Minerals from which we do not get metals are called non-metallic minerals, like limestone, precious stones, salt, coal, and petroleum are some non-metallic minerals. So the minerals from which we get metal is metallic, and the minerals from which we are not getting metal are non-metallic minerals. Next is conservation. We must use natural resources very carefully so that they last long. We should use these natural resources very carefully so that it remain for the long time. For example, groundwater is a renewable natural resource. But if we take out more water from under the ground than what rain can add, our groundwater reservoirs will get exhausted, will get ruined. This will lead to water shortage. If we waste the water, if we uh, on keep on running water taps, so this is the wastage. We should not waste it. Here are some ways to conserve natural resources. How can we conserve natural resources? Such as, we must not pollute air, water, and soil. We must plant more trees. We must not hunt animals. We must save electricity. All are natural, no? Because electricity we get from the wind, and that animals are natural, trees are natural. So we should not waste all these things. We must develop other sources of energy also. So this way we should conserve natural resources. So here our lesson is over, and you all try to complete the exercise. Thank you, children.